Today I thought it might be interesting to compare two different small gaming tablets, the new Astra gaming tablet by REDMAGIC and the Legion Tab Gen 3 or Y700, depending on where you're located, by Lenovo. So which one is the better option? Well, let's talk about it. Price for both of these are normally right around $549. Lenovo is currently on sale for only $429, but I'll leave a link down below with current pricing and more information. Both of these start at 256 gigabytes of storage, which is about double what some of the flagship Android tablets start with. They also both are going to start with 12 gigabytes of RAM, but you can go up to 16 gigabytes for both and up to 512 gigabytes of storage for Lenovo versus 1 terabyte for REDMAGIC. Display sizes on these are pretty close at 8.8 inches for Lenovo, 9.06 inches for REDMAGIC. The Astra gaming tablet has an LTPO OLED display versus IPS LCD on the Legion Tab, and then up to 1600 nits peak brightness for REDMAGIC versus 900 on Lenovo. Pretty similar resolution at 1504 by 2400 versus 1600 by 2560 on Lenovo. I do think the colors look a little more natural on Lenovo, where with the REDMAGIC tablet it seems to have a little bit more yellowish tint to it. I think both of these actually look really nice in person, but I'd probably give the slight edge to the REDMAGIC for having a little better screen quality. I think both of these look really good in person. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. I might give the slight edge to REDMAGIC for being a little brighter and just seems to have a little better screen quality in my opinion. One advantage you get with the Astra gaming tablet is it's got a larger battery, which it allows it to last about 2 hours longer in my typical battery drain test at 100% screen brightness, where Lenovo lasted 8 hours versus 10 hours for REDMAGIC, even though Lenovo did last 8 hours, which is pretty good compared to other tablets that I've tested. Another advantage for REDMAGIC is you can go up to 80 watts fast charging versus 68 watts on Lenovo. Nice thing about the REDMAGIC tablet, you get the extra red button or slider there on the side where you can customize it. But then you've got the extra bypass charging port on Lenovo that I feel like most people probably won't appreciate until you start using it with that, which is kind of nice because then the tablet doesn't overheat while you're gaming and charging at the same time. Now, software wise, both of these tablets are currently on Android 15, although Lenovo launched on Android 14. You get 3 years of software updates, including security updates on the Astra gaming tablet versus 3 years software, 4-year security on the Legion Tab Gen 3. It's nice to see both of these have video out, so you can use an HDMI adapter to connect to a TV, projector, or external monitor. One advantage with the REDMAGIC is you've got a fingerprint scanner right on the power button, where you don't have a fingerprint scanner at all on Lenovo for some reason. You've also got some lighting effects on the back of the Astra gaming tablet. Kind of a cool extra, although personally I would probably turn that off to save on battery life. One advantage you have with Lenovo is it does have PC mode if you want to be a little more productive, sort of like Samsung DeX, where as far as I know, you don't have that with REDMAGIC. Both tablets also have pen support, although I haven't tested the one for the Astra gaming tablet, so I can't really compare those two. Ultimately, it may come down to personal preference on which of these have the better software. I do like things about both, and they seem to pack in quite a few features regardless of which tablet you go with. Performance-wise, you're not going to get much better than these two, considering you've got the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor in the Legion Tab Gen 3 versus Snapdragon 8 Elite in the Astra gaming tablet. You can see they're somewhat close in benchmark results. These two are some of the best options when it comes to a gaming tablet. They're both comfortable to hold. It's pretty easy to reach things on the screen. You also won't have to worry about overheating issues or anything like that on both of these. Sure, the REDMAGIC tablet might have better benchmark scores, but both of these are actually really nice. Not to mention they've just got really good performance when you compare these to any other small Android tablet, so I don't think you can go wrong with either one. Nice thing is both tablets have a speaker on each side, and I feel like they're plenty loud enough for most things. I think Lenovo has the slight advantage on overall loudness and sound quality, but here's a quick sample of each just to give you an idea of how they sound.
But I know
Now when it comes to cameras, you've got a 13 megapixel camera on the back of both of these, 9 megapixels on the front of the REDMAGIC versus 8 megapixels on the front for Lenovo. You can also shoot up to 4K resolution for video recording on both. I think they both do a decent job, at least for tablets, but here's a quick sample of each just so you can see how they compare. As you can see, this one's actually pretty close, but with a couple small things that could make some people lean towards one or the other. Good thing is though, you've got two smaller tablet options that have features that most people are asking for. Good screen quality, really good performance, and they have good storage and RAM options as well. I do think the software support could be a little bit better, but not bad. Really, I think these two are probably close enough to where I don't think you can go wrong with either one. Again, it may just come down to a few small differences and personal preference. But if you like tablets, phones, and other tech, I've got a lot more stuff that I'm working on as usual, so keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.